Hi guys, you join me in session. We're down at Fisheries in Oxfordshire. We're on Manor Farm Lake. We booked the lake about 12 months ago for a week-long exclusive. For myself and some friends, Mike's birthday. We always have a week away this time of year in the spring, every year. Last year we went to Hunt's Corner, the year before Baden Hall. But this year we decided to come on Manor Farm. So I ended up having a good session last year on Hunt's Corner, so we're back down at Linear. I really like this lake. I spent many years fishing this lake. Haven't fished it for quite a few years now though, but it's been kind to me in the past. I've managed a few of the A-team, including Cut Tail back in the day. But like I said, it's been many years since I've been on here, and I'm really looking forward to it. I really like this lake. It's my favourite lake on the complex. When we turned up this morning, there was a few fish showing, but talking to a few of the anglers around the lake, it's not been fishing well, it's fishing tough. It flooded recently and it's been shut for a few weeks, and I think that flood water has really cooled it off and coloured the water up a little bit and possibly turned them off the feed, because it was fishing very well before it flooded. And the weather's not looking great either. The winds, hardly a wind at all, and I've always found with this lake it does like a wind, but the winds we've got are cold winds. They're easterly, northerly winds, and we've got not high pressure, but it's not low pressure either. It's kind of just in between. So, and we've got quite a lot of rain as well, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that might help, it might not, we'll have to wait and see really. Drawn in the brown swim, I'm fishing out at range. Just got singles out there for now. I'm going to put some bait out now in a bit. Probably start off with a fair bit of bait, just because we've got a week here and I want to try and draw the fish in and hopefully try and build something throughout the week. But like I said, for now, we haven't been here long, only an hour or two. Nothing's been out yet. The boys are just setting up really. I'm going to get finished setting up and get everything ready, and I'll probably update you this evening or tomorrow morning. But really looking forward to the week. Hopefully it'll be a good one. See a few fish out throughout the lake. All the boys catch hopefully, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, until later on, cheers guys. Well, good morning guys. It's the first night done. I didn't bother updating you yesterday evening as I wanted to have a bit of a social with the lads and just sort of settle in for the first night. But not really much to update from myself. It was very quiet. Had a couple of liners, but nothing really. The fish seemed to be to my right down the end of the lake. Adam next door managed 3 yesterday afternoon. 28, a 30 pound, an ounces, and a 38. And Dan over the far side in the car park swims, he managed a 20 as well. But apart from that, that's all that's been out from around the whole lake. All the fish seem to be sort of stacked up down this bottom end at the minute. I'm just hoping today or tonight they're going to move out into the open water, and hopefully I'll have a chance of a fish then. But yeah, thoroughly enjoying it, just glad to be back out on the bank. Gonna put a little bit more bait out today and refresh the rigs and stuff, but it's going to rain heavy about midday, so I'll get that done this morning and then sort of settle in for the rain really. But yeah, it's looking good. there's some decent fish been out already, so hopefully it continues and we can all catch a fish or two over the week. But for now, I'm going to have some breakfast, sort my rods out for the rain, and then probably update you later on tonight. So until later on, cheers guys. Well, good evening guys. Managed to get the rods out just before it started raining about lunchtime, and it's absolutely hammered down all day. And with it already being wet and muddy over this side from the recent flooding, it's been a bit like a mud bath over here. But we're about an hour now before dark, heading into the second evening. It's finally stopped raining. And as it stopped raining, the carp has started to show, and 3 more fish have been out in quick succession around the lake. Adam next door to me has had a 44. Craig over in the corner, over in the car park swims, had a 36. Also a PB for him. And Aaron over in peg 3 on the road bank has had a 38.10 common, and that's a PB for him as well. So even though there's not many fish coming out, the fish that are coming out are very big, decent fish. And the lads are fishing well. Like, it's been absolutely freezing today with that rain and the wind. It's been more like a winter's day than a spring day. And tonight it's due to be very cold as well, go down to -1 tonight. So we'll keep going, keep plodding, keep trying, and hopefully a few more fish will keep coming out. But at the moment, like I said, the bigger fish seem to be on the feed, so we don't mind that if they keep coming out 3 or 4 fish a day, but the big ones will all be happy. So hopefully they'll start spreading about the lake a bit more. Like, that's the first fish that's come up the other end, but they seem to be the minute one end or the other where they're showing. I'm just hoping they're going to turn up in the middle at some point, and I can nick a few myself. But we're going to get some tea on now, something to eat, get my head down before it gets really cold, and then get up in the morning and we'll go again. So until later on, till tomorrow. Cheers guys. Well, it's another night done, and unfortunately still another quiet night for myself. I did have an occurrence just on dark last night. Bobbin lifted to the top, held there So I picked the rod up, but nothing. I'd either assume it was a tench, or I got done, potentially a trailer, not really sure. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, I ended up having a tench on my left hand rod of about £1, £1.50. So I'm getting a couple of bites, not off the carp, but there's activity in the swim. This morning the fish turned up over on the road bank. Lee ended up having 3 fish to £37. Jay had 3 20s as well, and Dan over in the car park side opposite, he had a fish just under 38. So there's still plenty of fish coming out. It's fishing steady, and there's still some very good, very big fish coming out. Just got to hope at some point they turn up in the middle of the lake, because at the moment they seem to be bouncing from one side to the other. They're either roadside or right down tight on the non-fishing bank, far side sort of car park swims and the willow, and down in that far bay. But we'll keep trying, we'll keep plodding, and hopefully we can nick one sometime today, tonight, or sometime during the week. We're going to have a barbecue today. Today's a completely different day. Sun shining, no cloud, nice wind. It's not cold like yesterday at all, so I'm hoping it will energise them fish a bit and bring them on the feed and get them going. But you know, it is fishing okay. Keep plodding, we'll keep trying, and we'll have a barbecue, and I'll probably update you later on tonight, if not tomorrow morning. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and just like I said, keep positive, keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll be rewarded at some point. So until later on, probably tonight or tomorrow. Cheers guys. Well, good morning guys. I didn't bother updating you last night. By the time we had the barbecue and the get together, it's pretty much time to get the rods out, get some bait out, and then it's pretty much dark. But yesterday nothing much really happened. I think there was one out, a small one, but we didn't do a lot of fishing really. We spent all afternoon on the barbecue because it was red hot. At the minute the weather seems to be, one day it's hot, the next day it's freezing cold, bitter winds, rain, a little bit of rain today again. It's totally changed again. But as of last night, still nothing for me. It's just not over this end. We're on the end of the real cold sort of easterly wind, and they're just not over here. They seem to be on the back of the wind at the moment. There's a few more fish out this morning. Dan had a 39 over in the car park. Pete had a 32. I think there was a few more 20s along the road bank, and one next door in the willow. But this bank, the road bank, apart from the willow, which has sort of got that out of bounds area, this bank hasn't done a fish. They're just not here for whatever reason. Just hoping at some point during the week they turn up. You know, the weather is changing a little bit today, and different things are sort of happening, but I'm hoping that's going to bring them on. The weather is looking better at the end of the week, lower pressure, warmer temperatures, so maybe you can see by my breath, look how cold it is, but maybe that will bring them over here. Still pretty confident, still plenty of time left. And I've tried everything, different colour pop-ups, wafters, zigs, you name it, I've tried it. You know, I've been chasing the fish, anything I've seen show, I've put a bait on its edge. I've worked really hard, tried really hard, but they're just not here. So hopefully at some point they will turn up. I won't bother updating you tonight if nothing happens today. I don't want to give you endless updates of nothing. You know, we'll show some of the fish the other boys had, and I will show you around the swim and what bait I'm using and all that. But for now, I'm going to get some breakfast on. Until later on, I'll see you guys in a bit. Cheers, guys. Right guys, I'll just talk you through a bait for the session. It's pretty simple really. I've gone with hemp, chopped tigers and FSB and Maple Digest 12mm boilies. Then I'm just fishing a hinge stiff rig over the top with a cork ball, maybe one of the pink specials or a match to hatch FSB or Maple Digest cork ball. Could go with a wafter. I have tried wafters, but there is a little bit of new growth of weed, so I like the fact that that's just sat there so it's always visible and always able for the fish to come in, pick it up and take it. And there's an awful lot of tension here as well, so the pop-up does deter them a little bit. That's kind of the tactics I've chose. I mean, I have got some pellets with me if I need them, also some corn, and I can just go just down the boilie route on its own as well. But we'll just kind of see how it goes, and I'll chop and change and keep trying new things to hopefully win myself a bite or two. But there we are guys, that's my bait for the session. Pretty simple, easy spod mix, but a very good one. So until later on, cheers guys. Right guys, let's give you a little look around the swim that I'm in. I'm in the brown swim. Mike's just over there in the muddies. And Adam's over there in the willow. As you can see, the ground is still very, very wet. Hopefully that'll dry out pretty soon. So as we come round and go towards the front of the swim, got my bivvy there. Got the extension on the front as I'm here for a week. Nice and cosy. Then got the rods down there. As we get to the front of the swim, water's still a little high, but they have opened the sluice, so it is going down slowly. And I've got all that water there out in front of me, loads of water. And over there's the Willow's water. There's been a lot of fish there so far. To be fair, there's been a lot of fish everywhere apart from in front of me. Kind of drawn the tough swim this week, but that's the luck of the draw. Just come right round Withney Point down there. and then the road bank over there right out in front. That's the shop, and the car park swims over in the corner. I'm fishing out 120 yards. Have tried a few different spots, a few different tactics. We talk a little bit about that throughout the week. There you are, that's kind of a little look at Manor Farm and the swim that I'm in. Let's come back round. See, lovely place, very mature. Celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, so it's been here 50 years now. So, a lot of big fish, lovely lakes, real mature, well kept. I say this is my favourite swim on the complex. It's unbelievable fishing here. Hopefully we can bag a few throughout the week. So there we are, guys. Till later on. Cheers, guys. Well, good afternoon, guys. It's another night done. I didn't update you last night because nothing had really happened. And this morning the fish did turn up over here. There was a different weather front come in and there was fish over here in numbers, not really in front of me, to my left, but they were in the area, and it started to rain quite heavy. Just sort of done an update now because there's a break in the rain, but I did manage to nick my first fish. I'm sort of decided where they are, chasing them with singles. I managed a 20 pounder, quite not the best looking fish in the world, but you know, it's a fish and I'm off the mark. So I'll give you guys a look at that fish now. First fish of the session, 21 pound, 10 ounces. I'm happy just to get off the mark. After 4 blank nights, finally, I managed to pick a fish off. Happy days. You guys, quick look at the other side, and we'll get him back. Hopefully, still 3 nights to go, can nick 1 or 2 more. Maybe they have turned up in the area now. Right. Let's treat that wound and I'll get him back. There you are, guys. That's it. That's a blank saver, and I'm up and running. Still a couple of nights left to go, but this afternoon in the heavy rain, Mike managed a couple next door, managed a 39 and a mid 20, so that was another couple of great fish. And then Calvin, a bit further down his bank, he managed a 32, I think it was 32 or 33. So there's been a few good fish out on this bank. Every swim is caught now apart from 1. So it's not bad going. You know, the fishing hasn't been hectic. It's been 2 or 3 fish a day. You know, nobody's really had a big hit, but the fish that have been coming out have been good ones really. So I'm quite happy, and hopefully might be a chance, still a few more nights left, might be a chance of another fish or 2. So we'll see how it goes, and give you a look at them fish and what's going on, and then I'll probably update you tomorrow, unless I have another fish today. But at least I'm happy now, I'm up and running, managed to avoid the blank, So until later on, cheers guys.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
Well guys, it's another night done. Unfortunately, after that fish yesterday, there was no more fish for me. They started to move left, completely out of my range. I managed to pick one off the side of the bunch, but after that they completely moved, and then there was a couple more fish picked off by the guys further down the bank. I think there was another 30 out, I can't really remember now, so many fish been out, it's a bit of a blur really. But last night was very quiet. I think there was another fish out, one more maybe, or if not, it was early morning. That could have been an upper 20, I think. But it's been tough. If the fish aren't in front of you, they're not here, to be fair. I've been a bit unlucky this week. They've kind of turned up in front of everybody apart from myself. They've been in front of everybody at some point during this week, but for whatever reason they just don't want to be out in the middle. They're sort of round the edges, and I'm really struggling. I'm fishing at mega long range with singles and just can't buy a bite at the minute. That's just the luck of the draw, and these things happen. But the rest of the guys are having a great time catching some big fish. I think there's been 5 or 6 different PBs already this week, so I'm happy for them guys. That's how it goes. If it's your turn, it's your turn. I'm quite happy to sit here and watch them catch, and the next trip it'll possibly be my turn. But anyway, sort of as the morning drew on, the wind started pumping over towards car park end, and the fish ended up down there. And then there was a 40-pound fully out for Pete, PB for him, unbelievable fish. And Dan had another PB, I think it's his 3rd PB this week, 39-pound 14 ounce. And there was a couple more fish out as well, some 20s and possibly another 30. But there was just nothing over here. But I was fishing singles long and I managed to nick one, so I nicked my 2nd fish. That was a 29-pound 14 ounce common. No, 29-pound 6 ounce common, sorry. So over the moon with that lovely fish, and I'm quite happy I managed to pick 2 off in a really tough swim. But we still got 2 nights to go, so hopefully, you never know, might be able to pinch one more. But if not, I'm happy for the guys. It's great to see, and can't wait for the next trip really. But still 2 nights to go, like I said, so I'll update you again tomorrow. For now, till later on. Cheers guys. Fish number 2, 29-pound 6 ounces. There's 2 fish, 2 days consecutive now. Hopefully, 2 nights left to go. I'll nick another 1 or 2 days. Side. What a fish. taking on FSB, hookball popper, over a couple of spots of boilies. Days. Just getting back. Well, hi guys, we're heading into the last evening now. There's still no more fish for me. It's been a tough week. After that flurry of big fish yesterday, it kind of went quiet. I think there was only 2 fish out last night, a high double and a mid 20 I think it was. But it slowed right up. There's not been anything out this morning and it's gone red hot, high pressure. And most of the lads have decided to have an early pack up and head home as it's bank holiday weekend. So I think there's only 4 of us on the lake tonight. I've had zigs out all day, not had a touch. Joe has managed to nick 2 on zigs, a mid 20 and a 36. So still the odd fish coming out. But I think I'll probably put the bottom bait rods back out tonight just on dark and see if I can't just nick 1 more fish before we go home. It's been a great week. It's been, I think, 7 PBs broken this week, so you can't ask for more than that. I'm just over the moon for all the lads. It's gone really well. You know, at these weeks I'd rather see them boys catch. You know, it's great to catch big fish, but I see this as a break and a holiday. You know, it's just nice to see them boys catch big fish and break the PBs. You know, it's unbelievable sight and unbelievable feeling for them guys. You know, it's just, can't really say anything more than that. I'm over the moon for them. But we'll see, maybe I can nick 1 myself before going home. If not, I'll be back at the syndicate before long and fishing properly again. That is the thing with the draw, and when you're stuck in a swim all week, if the fish don't turn up on you, there's not really much you can do. You just got to sit back, enjoy the weather and enjoy the company, and just have a good time. So for now, I'm going to get some tea on, I'm going to get the rod sorted, get some bottom baits back out for the night, and we'll see what happens. So until the morning, when I give my final rundown, I'll catch you guys then. Cheers guys. Well guys, that's it. Session's done. As you can see, I'm back home now. Just started editing the video, and unfortunately I had a bit of an aborted take this morning, just on first light, so that was my chance gone. So after that I decided to pack up and get on the road. But what a week. The boys have had a fantastic week, caught some unbelievable fish. I think it was 7 different PBs broken this week. Just can't ask for more than that. A tough week for myself, but it's not about me, it's about all the boys, about them enjoying themselves, having a good time, catching fish like that. We all take our chances, we all take our times, but you know, it was a tough week. It didn't fish its head off, it fished rather slow, but what came out was big. You know, there's quite a few 20s as well. Like myself, I had 2 20s, but some of the fish that come out, unbelievable. And just to see the smiles on the lads' faces and to spend the week with them, that's what it's all about for me. That's why I love these socials. So well done to all them guys. And now, like I said, I'll get this video sorted up online for everyone to see, and then this week I'll be back down my syndicate, give that another go. Really can't wait to get my teeth into that and hopefully get into the first fish from there. Maybe even 1 or 2 of the bigger ones. I'll have to wait and see. But for now, until later on, bye for now. Tight lines from me. Cheers guys.